You speak to Daddy? What do you say? Huh? Come on. What do you say? What do you say to Daddy? Hello, Jody. You hear your brother over here? Hello, Jody. What's up, Jody? Why are you looking at me like that? Yeah. All right. You want me to let the putty cat go? Look, we got a storm. I can't let him go during a storm, or it's got to be good weather. Meow. I just don't feel right about letting him go. And he's still got a scab that's still there, healing. His skin isn't completely closed up again, and then I don't feel right about setting him out there. But he needs to get out of this cage. He's been in his cage too long now. I fixed the enclosure somewhat. I mean, I put a Band-Aid on it. I had some tacks around the house, and I nailed it in. The two corners are closed now. But actually, the way he got out, he went through one of the squares in the tool cloth. So I took a bunch of bread wrapper ties that were in the kitchen drawer there. I don't know if you could see all the little bread wrapper ties trying to fill the gaps there and hold it all together. The cat went out through one of those squares. He actually popped one of the welds going through it. Unbelievable. But Mr. Blue Boo, I named him. I think he knows his name. Mr. Blue Boo Kitty. He's got a nasty boo-boo. He was missing half a tail. I think some human did it and chopped it off on him. That's why he acts the way he does. If you ask me. Everybody says, oh, it sounds like he's a feral cat. Yeah, I guess so. But, shoot, can you hear the wind coming through there? I got to put the glass in that storm door. Oh, my God. I could feel it, too. He uses his litter box, and then he meows for me to come clean his litter box. When he first came here, he's made a lot of progress, though. I think he's adoptable. All right, for definitely to be a barn cat, absolutely. He would be a great barn cat, this cat, but I don't know. I think he might. It's been 2 months now. It's been about 2 months since he first was trapped. He was away for 2 weeks. I was supposed to hold him for 1 to 2 weeks. I held him for 3.5, almost 4 weeks now. I think Wednesday will be 28 days that I've had him. I gotta check the calendar. Anyway, but he uses the litter box, and he doesn't seem to be very afraid of him. Look at his ears. His ears are somewhat normal. For weeks, this cat was the ears would be straight, flat across like a ruler, going across his head there, and but he was so scared. He was totally terrified of me. He doesn't seem terrified of me now. He's just angry with me. He wants out. I want to let him out, but it's raining. He can't go out into the enclosure now. He may tear it down. Because my cats don't climb the thing. They don't. They know I don't want them climbing it, and they don't climb it. And even if they did, they never went up past the hand railing. All right. This guy here went all the way 8 feet off the ground. Was hanging from the ceiling. This guy. Yeah, he's a wild man. But he seems. I don't know. Maybe that's normal for him. He doesn't sound congested. I was here. He sounded congested before. He seems to be breathing a little heavy. I don't know what's going on. I don't want to let him go if he's got a cold. I hear they could catch colds from us and stuff like that. All right. What's the matter, Mr. Blue Boo? I would keep you, baby. I know I shouldn't, but I would. Only if he accepted me, and he doesn't accept me. But believe it or not, I know if I opened this cage and let him loose in here, which I do not want, but if it happened, I don't think he would fight with my cats. The mother comes over here and growl talks to him, and he hides in the corner. The other ones, Jody and Simba, they come over, meow, 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 and he meow, meow, meows back at them. They have little conversations. They really do. It's amazing. All the different noises they make, like something like that, I can't even do it, as I'm not a cat, but Jody comes over here, and she's very curious about him, and so Simba. Patches is afraid of him. She goes and runs. She hisses at him and runs. And he's afraid of her, too. He goes and cowers in the corner. But he would be on top. He would just pee anywhere. When for the first several days that he was in here, he messed his bed for like the first 4 or 5 nights. And after I laundered this again, I gave it to him clean, and he urinated in it, and then I had to wash it again. And he ruined several towels and a blanket, which I threw out. I didn't even bother laundering them. Maybe I should have. There were still good towels. I threw them out. But he started, I was always giving him litter all the time, and then he started peeing in the litter and crapping in the litter box there, going in the litter box. But for the rest of the week or so, he kept hoarding his stuff. He wouldn't let me clean his litter box. He kept hoarding his poops and his pee. I mean, very strange behavior, but he was. He was hoarding all his crap, and he wouldn't let me have the litter box, and he would stomp his feet, and he stunk, too. He was a smelly cat. Anyway, I couldn't give him a bath, but after several days smelling up my house, my cats the mother was growl talking to him, and I don't know, he gave himself a bath. All of a sudden, you don't smell him. You don't smell him like that anymore. Look, he looks real mellow. What's the matter, Blue Boo? The Boo Boo Kitty. I think he has family and friends, loose cats out there. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if when he was outside, the night that it went to 12 degrees. I mean, he had no heat. They told me, don't give him heat. Just shelter him from the wind and the rain. And I think I did that, I know it was drafty, but, I seen him shivering in there. He was cold. So I put a heater on low, on 60 degrees, fan low, about 6 inches away from the cage, aiming into the cage, and it warmed up in there a little bit. And the first night I caught him snuggling his tushy and what's left of his tail there, up near the heater, getting warm. What's up, Mr. Blue Boo? What's up, buddy? Meow. You meow for me? You never meow for me. He meows and talks nice to my cats. He might even attack me. Like the other day, my finger see my finger like this? Was like this in between, and he attacked it. That was not nice, Mr. Blue. He wants to go. We gotta let him go. I'm sorry, baby. I'm gonna have to let you go. But I want to make sure you're still in good health. You've been in here about almost a month now. You still got a scab. They said I could let you go with the scab, but I don't feel good about that. I'd like you to have all your hair back and everything. It's winter time out there. You're going to freeze your tush. Yes, I know you get cold, buddy. I want to know where you go. Will you hop on engine block to engine block? Is that how you lost your tail? He had a half a tail, and only like half of that had fur and skin on it. It was all exposed, infected meat. You know, it used to be red months ago before I trapped them. When I trapped them, it was all like infected white, you know, spinal cord at the end hanging out. I thought it was cut, if you ask me. I don't know, maybe someone mistreated him. That's why he acts the way he does. If so, I wish I could give him a hug and a kiss before I set him. He'll rip me apart. The rescue did not trim his nails. I don't think they did there. He has had nothing to sharpen them on or anything. They didn't cut his nails, but they did cut his ear. That's another thing that made him more difficult for me to handle, I think. They snipped the end of his ear. I don't know why. They wanted to identify. They should give him like a little tattoo mark on the inner side of the ear instead of cutting it off like that. And then have another wound for the animal to heal. Which, let me see. How's it? Can you let me see you? I'm going to aim this like this. Yeah. The scab looks like it's gone. I see all fleshed like skin there now. No hair yet at the very end. You poor baby. I'm sorry. You've been through a lot. See his tail now? The very end just got a little peach fuzz on it. That's all it's got on it, the last inch or so of what's left of his tail. But if he lifts it up on the bottom side of it, that's where I guess another spot where the doctor had to do something. And it's weird. It's like a square, like a postage stamp, maybe tiny bit smaller, like a chiclet. And it's like a pad of really red scab, really square though. It's weird, and that's another reason I don't want to let him go. I want that to be all skin and have hair on it. It's wintertime. They're telling me I could let him go. So, Mr. Boo Boo, I really wish I could get you scanned, but they don't think you got a chip. I was told that they didn't scan you. I don't know why. I was told that the officer made sure they had a scanner. Anyway, well, you're going to go. I think you want to go. You're going to go very soon. We're waiting for a good day for me to drag this outside and let you have a little time in the enclosure. And you get hungry. I'm going to set the trap, and you're going to have to get in the trap for me. It's a shame. I wish I could pet him. If I only could pet him, I'm telling you, he would probably go, because I turned Tigress right around her with a few pets and a couple cans of tuna fish, and she growled at me for 2 or 3 days, and then that was it. He's been with me a while. What's up, Johnny Ray? What's up? This is the feral cat. He's actually in my house, and but he's gonna have to be released soon because he's been in the cage too long. I mean, this baby must want to stretch his legs, but he defeated my cat enclosure. That's why he's been in here. I finally got a few hours to spend trying to do some Band-Aid repairs on my enclosure here. Hopefully he will not climb it and tear it down, because it's not made to. I made it to be torn down. God forbid there's a fire and I need to get out of here. It's not much holding it up. But I had to put a little more to hold it up because he tried to go right over the top, 8 feet off the ground, and he did. He defeated it a month ago almost. I think tomorrow will be a month, or no, or January 1st will be a month, or 28 days, something like that. 28 days. Anyway, guys. Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Tony, Jane, La Sorenza, Happy New Year, Happy New Year to you all. What do you think? I know I saved his life. He wouldn't be breathing right now if I didn't try. I mean, he might not have been breathing right now if I didn't do what I did a couple months ago, you know. And, I don't know. I think a human being cut his tail off, frankly, because it didn't look like an axe cut log or something that was gnawed off or something. It looked like something that was cut. But anyway, I was feeding him over and over again, and he wouldn't let me pet him. But he'd be standing right at my feet, eating the food when he was free. But every time he would sit down, he would leave a blood spot, and I knew he was in pain too, the way he would walk, you know. And, anyway, I know that's in that department. He's got to be feeling better. He's probably not 100% yet because he's still got that scab, but he's gonna be all right, I think. Are you all right, Blue? He's a beautiful boy. Does anybody want to adopt him? And I think he's really feral, but I'll tell you this: he gets along well with my cats. It's just me that he was angry with. He's very smart, too. Very smart. And he's very strong. I grabbed him by his torso to save his butt from going over the enclosure, and he's very strong. I'll say that. And he knocked my eyeglasses off, and then he jumped out the other corner that wasn't tucked in, and he actually went right through the one of the opening squares in the tool cloth that I had along the top layer of my cat enclosure. I'm closing up all those squares so he can't get through them, and we'll release him in there. Maybe I'll let him have a couple of days in there, to run around and get his muscles back in shape. Then we'll trap him, and then we'll bring him downstairs and release him on a nice day or a nice evening. Yeah, I don't know what would be best. He was trapped 10 o'clock at night. Maybe that's when I should release him. Anyway, leave me comments. Tell me what you think. But I did teach him how to use a litter box, and he knows how to use it real good now. He's real proud about that. He uses a litter box, and as soon as he's done, he does not hoard his poop and his pee. He comes over to the bed, and he meows for me to come take that litter away. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. Probably the right person. He'd be the perfect cat. I mean it. Even though he is feral. He's been in captivity for 8 weeks now. Come It's 8 weeks? Jesus, it's 6 or 8 weeks. No, excuse me, 6 weeks. I've only had him. It'll be 28 days on New Year's Day. Can't believe these batteries are already going dead. Look at that. All right. Listen to that wind coming through there. Oh, my Lord. All right. Happy New Year, everyone.